love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
She-Rag got me.
We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to the sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A first carry for Wendell Smallwood. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He was brought down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Darnold now to throw. He finds Austin complete. And right away, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold sliding out of the pocket. This one complete to Smallwood. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, he's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Darnold on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Handoff comes to Smallwood. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 out of the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Darnold. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Wendell Smallwood, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, able to avoid him. It's caught. This is White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
It's a loss of a yard.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Sony Michel, his first carry. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Poole on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Austin. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Sam Darnold.
Brandon Copeland. In there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Down back at the 27.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Able to connect with Mims. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
$21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Patriots take over.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, trying to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They defer to White out of the shotgun. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk at the 20. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
Of 1 yard.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the red zone now, Newton. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Newton. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19. And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now it's Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They give to Smallwood. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They run Smallwood. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
3. It's 4th down.
Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Jameer Byrd on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10, Newton. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A nice gain of 21 yards.
And a Patriot first down.
Now Newton on first down. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. No gain, and it's second down.
Burkhead.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On a handoff, it's White. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He was brought down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
A first down throw, Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. And 82. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
To the air again, Darnold. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And it's 3rd down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. There's still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Damiere Byrd on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
On the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They start the drive with White, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And it's 3rd down.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. On the handoff, this is White. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
2 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They go right back to White here on 1st down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
By Bradley McDougald.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 39, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the give, it's White. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The tackle there by Brian Poole.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Newton, he'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Patriot first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brought down by
no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Completes it to Austin. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the safety creep.
Back to throw, Darnold. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 yards there, first down. First down, a run with Smallwood. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
32-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Mike 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike 54.
Again, it's Smallwood. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On first down, Smallwood. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Dante Hightower on the stop. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. Over the middle, caught by Mims. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36. 16 yards, a first down.
6-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Darnold completes it, and he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
A give to Smallwood out of the gun. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D.
Going right back to Smallwood. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now 3rd and 8.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They toss it left side to Smallwood. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Rosas' kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
On 3rd down, Newton. Space to maneuver at the 40. Wide open receiver complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Newton throwing again. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man-winning coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Rolling to his left. He finds his man Johnson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Darnold. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Patriot 1st down.
Newton to throw. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down, Patriots.
They fake the give. Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Patriot first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And now it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Newton. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. Back to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that gets the clock down to 11. Time for probably 2 more plays. Got to go quickly, though. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with.
Let me explain what I did. Can I?